Hello students, today we will be solving problem number 8 on cost sheet. So let us look at the problem number 8 first. From the following information, prepare a cost sheet for the period ended 31st March 2006. Opening stock of raw material is given at 12,000. Purchase of raw materials 1,36,000. Closing stock of raw material 85,000. Direct wages 54,000, direct expenses 12,000, factory overheads 100% of direct wages, office and administrative overheads 20% of works cost, selling and distribution overheads 26,000, cost of opening stock of finished goods 12,000, cost of closing stock of finished goods 15,000, and profit on cost 20%. These information is given to us and we are required to calculate the cost sheet. So we will make a standard format having particulars and to amount column and write the sum problem number 8 at the top. Once the format is ready, we can start solving this problem. So the first entry which comes is the value of opening stock. Now here first of all what we will need to do in cost sheet, we will need to prepare a prime cost and later on add various administration, factory overheads, administration overheads, selling and distribution overheads and arrive at a total cost. So one by one we will start off. First we will write opening stock of raw materials. So initially we will need to find out prime cost, and for prime cost we will need direct material, direct labor and direct expenses. So for direct material we will need to take into consideration these three amounts: opening stock, purchases and closing stock of raw material. So we will write opening stock, which is 12,500. Then comes purchases of raw material. So add purchases of raw material. How much material we have purchased? 1,36,000. So 1,36,000 we will write here. Next, less closing stock of raw material. The closing stock of raw material. How much is the closing stock of raw material? Let us look. 8,500. So 8,500 is the closing stock. We will reduce this, so I will write it in minus 8,500. Now just take a total of this: 12,500 plus 1,36,000 minus 8,500. You will get 1,40,000. Okay, this is nothing but the material consumed. Actually, instead of writing it here over here, we can write it like this: 1,40,000 and material consumed. Okay, next we will need to find out direct wages, which is 54,000. It is already given. Direct wages is 54,000. Next is direct expenses at 12,000. So direct expenses at 12,000. So now we have direct material, direct wages and direct expenses. We will take the total of these three things. It comes to 2,06,000, and this 2,06,000 is nothing but the prime cost. Okay, so we have arrived at the prime cost, which is 2,06,000. To this prime cost we will need to add factory overheads, and we will arrive at works cost or factory cost. So let us add factory overheads. How much are the factory overheads here? They are given as 100% of direct wages. So whatever the direct wages are, factory overheads are 100% of that. Here direct wages are 54,000. So factory overheads will also be 100% of 54,000, means 54,000. So we will write it as factory overheads, and in the bracket we will write it 100% of 54,000, which is 54,000. Now once we add these factory overheads to the prime cost, we get works cost or factory cost. Factory cost or works cost. Okay, we have arrived at factory cost or works cost. Now next entry which we will be taking into consideration is the office and administration overheads. Okay, office and administration overheads are 20% of factory cost or works cost. So 20% of 2,60,000. Office and admin overheads. Brackets, in brackets we will write 20% of 2,60,000. 20% of 2,60,000. It comes to 52,000 rupees. Okay, it comes to 52,000. Again you will take total of these two, which will come at 3,12,000, and this we will term as total cost of production. Total cost of production. Now we have arrived at prime cost. We have adjusted for factory overheads, we have adjusted for office and administrative overheads. Now let us see what comes ahead. Selling and distribution overheads are remaining, but before that we will need to adjust this finished goods. Okay, we need to find out cost of goods sold, and cost of goods sold will be adjustment of finished goods in the total cost of production. So we will add the opening stock of finished goods and less the closing stock of finished goods. So add opening stock of finished goods and less closing stock of finished goods. Both of these adjustments are required first. So how much is the opening value of finished goods? It's 12,000 and the closing value is 15,000. So opening stock 12,000, add won't write it in the inner column, directly we will go for outer column. 12,000 opening stock add and less 15,000 closing stock. Okay, both these values are given in the problem itself. Once these values are adjusted to this 3,12,000, we get a final value of 3,09,000, and this is nothing but cost of goods sold. Okay, this is nothing but cost of goods sold. To this cost of goods sold, we will add selling and distribution overheads. Okay, whatever the selling and distribution overheads we might be having, we will add those to this amount. How much selling and distribution overheads we are having? 26,000. So we will add 26,000 to this amount to get cost of sales. Okay, final value cost of sales. This is the total cost of your production, 3,35,000. Now one more thing is given. We won't be selling our goods at 3,35,000. We need to make certain profit on this total cost. So how much profit we need to make? 20% profit on cost. So we will add profit, which is 20% of cost, means 20% of 3,35,000. Okay, 3,35,000 into 20%. Just calculate how much it comes. 3,35,000 multiplied by 20%, it comes to 67,000. So the cost is 3,35,000, the profit is 67,000. So the final selling price at which we will be selling the product is 4,02,000. Okay, this will be called as sales. So sales are 4,02,000 and profit is 67,000. So friends, this brings us to the end of our 8th problem. You can pause the video here and make a note of all these figures. So I hope you understood this problem. Thank you.